some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day. Every day I get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Face from Flight School TV. I'm here with my man Mike from Nspired. What's going on, my boy? You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me and I had to make sure that I came and showed some love to your brand because I like what you're doing. I like the inspiration behind it. I like that you is on a positive vibe. Yeah, I like the whole, I like the way you approached me about it, bro. So honestly, I had to make sure I set aside some time and make sure I came down and sat down with you. So the name of your brand is Nspired.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's just start it off with telling people where that name initially came from. Like, when you thought of your clothing line, how did it Nspired come about?
Yeah, it came about through the kids. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm from a neighborhood, and the kids motivated me and they inspired me to want to get back. So inspired was a good word, so I wanted to make it, put a twist to it where it can be mine. So I just took the L and put the N in. Yeah. So I can own the rights to it. That's all I did.
All right, so I mean, like, what you from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
What part of Chicago did you grow up in?
I'm from Allgale Gardens.
Okay, so yeah, you grew up on the south side.
Yeah.
And like, how would you describe your childhood growing up? Like, was you like you had both parents in the house, or how was that situation?
Nah, you know, I came up like most kids. I'm from Allgale Gardens, like the only project in the hundreds. So, you know, my mom, I was raised by a single parent. She was, you know what I'm saying, struggling, doing her thing. And she did an alright job, I feel like, but yeah, I was like that.
What do you attribute your passion for fashion to? Did you have any, I mean, we talking about inspired, so what was like your early inspirations in life to push you in this direction? Like
with the fashion, you know, like everybody like connected with the Jordans, and you know what I'm saying, everybody from the projects, you know, like getting fly was our thing. Like, yeah, that's what make you feel good.
I had to bring out my mics, you know, the slam dunk 10s, you feel me?
You know, like that's why a lot of people get sneaker heads flack on spending all that money on the sneakers, but you know, I'm from a, you know what I'm saying, an environment where, you know, we did that. That made us feel good.
Yeah, that's like the culture of Chicago, like Chicago and New York. I say, like, that's like the culture there, like, bro, like, all right, you came through, like, you came through with that. Oh, okay. Wait. The next day, I'm coming out with these on you, though. You feel me? Like, it's like a culture, like,
New York and Chicago,
to outdo somebody as far as like looking good, like, facts.
Yeah, so that's where it came from, like, you know, the Jordans and you know what I'm saying, being from the projects, and you know, people get jiggy, they get fly. That's what we like to do because it make us feel better. So you know, I always had a passion for fashion, so like that was one of the first things. And you know, like the local people that do fashion, like the top brands in Chicago, they also played a part. Like you got Fashion Geeks, you got Robotic Minds, you got like you said, leaders. There's a lot of people that play a factor in.
Shout out to all three of them. Like, shout out to Zoe and Al from Fashion Geeks. If you don't know about them, look them up. One of the hottest clothing lines in the city right now. They got 2 Pumas dropping this year. Be on the lookout for that. Shout out to Leaders. Definitely the cornerstone of Chicago. And shout out to Kendall from Robotic Minds, man. He in the process of rebuilding that company. And when he do, he finna shut shit down. But back to what you were saying, though, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on that part.
Yeah, like, you know, it's a variety of things that inspire me and motivate me, but the number one thing was like being from where I'm from and want to give back. Like that's how I really started, because I wanted to find a way to give back. Yeah. But I wasn't really in a place financially where I could keep coming out my pocket and take from my responsibility. So I'm like, I always wanted to lean towards the fashion and try to push forward with the shirts and do certain things like that, but I was standing in my own way, so I just finally jumped out there. You know what I'm saying? Put some money to the side, jumped out there, and here we are.
All right, so like, it ain't as simple as like, here we are. You know what I'm saying? Even though the internet, even though the internet think that, you know what I'm saying? The internet think like, hey, I'm just gonna print out some shit, jump out the, you know what I'm saying? But you a person that understand, like, it's a process to this. It's a process to this whole situation. It's a struggle before the success.
Most definitely.
In every situation, almost every situation. Unless you have something handed down to you or something like that. But like
some people be blessed.
Yeah, but yes, in some certain situations, but you know, but you being a person that emerged from your circumstances, Augdale Gardens, if y'all not familiar, I know a lot of my audience is not from Chicago, but if y'all not familiar with that part of the south side of Chicago, it's a high crime rate, it's poverty, it's a lot of that going on, but it's also a community where if you're from there, you get embraced, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just want to put a little context to that environment.
Yeah.
But it's like, not to sugarcoat shit, like it's a fucked up environment, you know what I'm saying? It's the hood, basically, you know what I'm saying? So for you to emerge from that situation and that environment to do something and want to do something positive, I commend you for that.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to do whatever I can to help that grow. So what was like some of the early struggles you experienced with this whole fashion thing? Like, are you like some of the bumps in the road that you want to warn other people about that might want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, like you just got to get seasoned in certain areas, like far as marketing, far as like the material, like the print, like if you pressing, you buying the machinery, or you using the print company. It's like a lot of things, like, and the most important part is like the logos and dealing with graphic designers and trying to find your niche with that and find somebody you can work with or people willing to work with you. But I just feel like the hardest part about it is like stepping out your own way and just taking that chance, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take a chance and you know what I'm saying, keep working at it.
Hey, like Vegas Jones always say, man, bet on yourself.
Always bet on yourself, yeah.
Big fact.
That's it. Like, just always bet on yourself.
So what, what was some of your early like mishaps? Like, damn, I should have did that different. Damn, that was a setback. That you would want to tell people. Like, I know, like, make sure you got your graphic designer. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got somebody that can actually put that stuff together. Make sure you got somebody that can print. But like, what was some of your missteps that you had? Like, damn, like I shouldn't have did that. But you learned from it. That's why I'm asking. A lot
of like issues I had, like mistakes, was like certain situations, not going to certain events, doing certain things, like overprinting,
not networking.
Definitely not networking, because like that's huge, like in this business.
Major.
Like networking, you need it. It's like if you don't network, you're not gonna flourish. Like, and that's definitely one of my biggest challenges.
Key.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I told myself for the new year, that I'm finna start reaching out more and start
shaking
more
we
hands.
was talking about that a little bit off camera, and like when I talk to people that's from Chicago, I got a better understanding of where we at as far as like a city. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the barriers that's been set before like me and you was even like thought of. You feel me? Like it was barriers already being created, and I realized what we up against. And one of the biggest things that I try to I guess go against is
the norm.
Yeah, the accepting how things are. Us not communicating with each other. We should see a lot more collabs going on. Like
definitely.
A lot more. All right, this brand collabing with this one. It's a pop-up shop at this spot.
With multiple brands.
With multiple brands, and communication is one thing that we lack as a city. But we also got so much dope shit coming out of Chicago. At the same time, it's like unity, but no unity. But it's so much dope shit coming out the city.
I like what the young lady doing, Sweat by Stu.
Sweat by Stu.
She bringing a lot of people together, and I respect what she doing in her movement. Yeah.
Drew working on projects. Shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out, man. It's a lot of shout out to Kevon from doing Brilliant Clothing. Just to give a couple shout outs, and of course we're sitting here with Nspired Clothing. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
One last shout out. Shout out to Style Guys. They moving units. They a top brand in the south suburbs, man. Them some of my guys, man. Follow up with them.
And Rich Boy Cartel, man. We just spent the whole section just giving shout outs, man. That's what we need more of in the city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully people sitting here watching us talk, like your brand say, like hopefully they get inspired by it and then move somebody to maybe open up some line of communication and let's build together.
That's always the purpose. Yep.
So some of your early stumbles was not networking.
Definitely overprinting. You know, like not making the proper sacrifices. Like still wasn't really fully invested. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't invested in myself because I really wasn't like believing in like my potential, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I wasn't locked in all the way. So
sometimes you gotta jump out there with no parachute.
That's what I am now, like,
and land on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might not, but you get back up.
But it's only you betting on yourself, so it's never a loss. It's just you're gonna learn. So
yeah, exactly. It's never a loss. It's always a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So what do you see Nspired as a brand like growing to when if you sit back and like I know you building right now and it's in the early stages of Nspired. How long you been around? How long you been doing your thing?
When I first made my first shirts, it was like 2014, like August 2014.
So you about a good 4 years in?
Yeah, but like this last year or two, I've been like the last year I've been as consistent.
Yeah, because at the beginning, like you said, you wasn't believing in yourself fully to make that full sacrifice. Right. So you really been going hard for about a year.
I feel like and this to the people that's doing it or starting a brand, like don't focus so much on like who not supporting you. Focus on who is supporting you. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause early on, that was a major reason why I wasn't as invested, why I wasn't as consistent, because I'm feeling like ain't nobody rocking with me. Yeah, it's discouraging. But it come with the game.
Yeah. People, that's one thing about Chicago, like I would say, like Chicago is a city that make you prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you gonna have to earn your stripes.
You can eat here.
Yeah.
But you can maintain here.
Yeah.
You can maintain anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, real facts. Like, and like I was saying, like, early on, that was like one of the issues, like, cause I feel like I'm too focused on who not supporting me instead of the people that was supporting me. And now I got a new strategy. It's like, focus on the people who are supporting you, and the people that's not supporting you, that motivate me to keep working, keep creating, keep trying to get better, keep trying to polish it up to make people want to come in. So like, there's one thing about fashion, like it evolved. You know what I'm saying? It come back, it elevate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just keep working. That's all.
Right. And I think that's another major key, like that we just dropped here in this interview. Like, don't let who not supporting you discourage you from doing what you want to do. At the end of the day, if that's what you're passionate about doing, make sure you give it 100%. Don't look to the side to see what's going on over here. You gotta be like the horse at the racetrack with the little, you feel me, with the things on his eyes. Can't see left or right. All you gotta do is see straight ahead.
Get tunnel vision.
You know what I'm saying? Real facts though. So as far as a brand, you've been doing your thing consistently for going on a year. So what are your aspirations? Like what do you want to see this brand at?
My aspirations is like just to elevate it more, like to network more, most definitely, to put it in more people's hands. Like I want to get to more cities. Like I don't just want to be a local brand. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, advance and put it in stores in Atlanta, all of like Atlanta, Iowa, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? Any like multiple cities. Like that's my goal.
Okay, man, but it was an honor to sit down and talk with you, bro, man. Great conversation.
Appreciate it, bro.
I really do appreciate it. Nspired Clothing. Before we get up out of here, though, can you get the people your social media so they can get in contact with you?
On Facebook, it's Nspired Brand. You got Instagram, is Nspired_brand. And then the website launching this week is going to be inspiredbrand.net.
And there you go. Flight School TV. I'm sitting here with Mike from Nspired Clothing. Flight School TV. We out.